Howdy ho, and welcome back to my series on the updates for Story of Seasons, A Wonderful Life. There have been lots of additions to the website in the last month or so, and today we're moving on to dairy. But first, thank you to my new subscriber friends. If you haven't already subscribed and would like to support my channel, you have lots of fun buttons to click and subscribe. Let's get started with dairy farming basics. 9 kinds of animals can be raised on the ranch. Growing with love is the key to getting quality dairy products. Look at the little chick. It's so cute. Grazing. When the weather is nice, ring the bell and let the animals graze. It reduces stress and eats pastures without permission. However, if it rains, let's go back indoors before you get sick. Okay, are they talking to me or are we talking to the animals? Who is the subject here? So in the original games, they had the button instead of the bell, which is, kind of weird. I've never really thought about what it did. Did it make a little noise? Was it like a buzzer? Like, buzz?
You can come out now.
I'm not sure, but the bell makes a lot of sense, and it's a very helpful mechanic. There have been some games where there was a bell, not so helpful. This one looks good. The barn looks really good, and so does the field. And you can see the ducks in the duck pond and the goat, the sheep, the cow, and also a little chicken out there. So it's cool that you can also put the chickens out to graze as well. That will be helpful. Feeding. Animals eat rice every day. You can't get dairy products when you're hungry, so don't forget to feed them. Who is the subject? If you hold a feeder and show it to a cow, it might eat it directly. Oh, nice, yeah. I love the little chicken coop, by the way, and the little chalkboard is so cute. Just the aesthetic of the whole farm is really, really nice, and I do appreciate how the animals look. Look at the duck. Very funny. I like it. It's kind of like cartoonish and weird and definitely different from the original duck design. And I like that in the field you can also see more of like more around the farm because it always felt really isolated. And the sky was kind of weird. It always felt kind of like you were in a weird, like, strange universe alone on your farm. Contact. By interacting with animals a lot, they grow up full of love. Don't forget brushing and hoosing. However, if you disturb your sleep, you will lose your mood. So, you, again, being the animals. Look at the duck in the background. Yeah, so obviously you can't take care of them when they're sleeping, and I think if you disturb their sleep, they'll lose their mood, so it'll put them in a bad mood. And that was that way in the first game too. They're very, very grumpy. We'll just say that. Okay, and I don't remember. Yeah, we know. You're tired, you're hungry. Learn to cook, okay? Oh, she's mad. I was about to say, I'm pretty sure. Oh my god. Okay, I know. Come on. Adoption. Milk, eggs, and wool can be obtained from the animals raised on the farm. Dairy products made by animals that are healthy, loving, and carefree every day are of high quality and highly valued. So, also, the cows look pretty cool. It reminds me of the marble cows, especially the one with the pink on it. And then there's the bull in the background. I'm not sure why it says adoption, but basically just taking care of them requires giving them a lot of love and attention, and it always has in all the games. It goes for all the animals, and your product's quality will be higher as your relationship with your animals increases. Dairy products. Dairy products can be sold for cash. In addition, you can eat it as it is, cook it, process it into cheese or butter, or give it to someone as a gift. If you give it to someone who is familiar with dairy farming, they might give you an impression of the taste. That's really an interesting tidbit of that. You can see that this is showing you the butter maker in action. You just obviously put your product in and then you get the butter out. It's pretty simple, but it looks like it goes inside the room, maybe in the barn to the side, kind of like where the shed room used to be, or like the storage with all the shelves and stuff. So in the original games, you had like a food processing room, and you had to buy that for like $30,000, whatever. Some people really had issues trying to figure out how to make cheese and butter in the game, and it's because you had to order that. And I guess that makes sense that people would be confused about that, because it's not really like, it's not like the other games where you just buy a cheese maker or a butter maker or a mayo maker. It's just a little different, but maybe that's the same thing that's happening here, is you have a whole food processing room that's in the barn, or, you know, separate from it, but most likely in the barn. That's kind of what it looks like a little bit, but I really I'm really not sure. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Raise animal babies! Farm animals can be increased not only by ordering and buying them, but also by having children. But there are many hardships before a child's animal grows up. Obviously, you know what they're trying to say, so we'll just skip past that. Pregnancy to childbirth. Female cows become pregnant by seeding female cows or keeping both male and female cows. Pregnant female cows should be kakuri and take care of them until the birth of their children. So it looks like isolated is maybe what that word means. I'm not sure. Yeah, so in the original game, it was the same way. You could kind of just like order like a quote unquote like miracle potion type situation where another farm's bull provided the sample for your cow. Or you could just buy your own bull and have it on your farm and it could make babies with all your cows. Taking care of cows for children. Oh, it's just funny the way it says. Okay. Babies just born grow up by giving them food, but by giving them mama's milk from mother cows, they grow even more quickly. By the way, mother cows produce more milk for a certain period of time after giving birth. That's really interesting because they have the bottle, right? And that was like in the first game or the original games or whatever you want to say. So yeah, we see the bottle and mother's milk. They mention mama's milk. It's the same as in the other game a little bit. It looks like it's slightly different, that the cow is outside of the hutch that used to be there. It was like a little weird tent that after the baby was born, it was kept in that little spot in like the corner of your field, no matter what season it was, whatever. And you had to just bring it the mother's milk, and that's all she produced for like 10 days, so for a full season. And then after that, she'll produce regular milk that you can sell. And the important thing was that she had to feed the calf like twice a day, and it was, yeah. Anyway, so yeah, your cow giving birth back then was kind of a big deal, and it took a lot of time. It took a lot of like resources away from everyone, kind of, because it would be isolated for the whole time it was pregnant, and then you couldn't get any other cows pregnant. So you gotta time it all nicely because of the procedure with how all the milk worked and all that. So anyway, this looks like it'll be better, and you can actually like play with the cow and the calf, and everybody's happier. And on to a splendid adult cow. It's so cute. A child cow raised with affection grows into an adult in about 10 days, so same amount of time. It should give you delicious milk as much as you put in the time and effort. So life goes on, and then guess what? I'm not sure. I mean, they don't say this, but like in the other game with what the milking situation is that I'm talking about, in other Harvest Moon games and Story of Seasons, you did not have to, as far as I know, I mean, the ones I've played, whatever, you didn't have to get your cows pregnant for them to continue producing milk. It was just something that they did because they're cows. And I don't know how rooted in realistic farm ranch techniques this is, but in this game, you, at least in the other ones, you had to get your cow pregnant because she would only produce milk for a year. So you had to get her pregnant, and then she'd start producing again for another year. Anyway, it was a whole thing, and I hope that they don't do that anymore, but we'll see. Let's enhance dairy farm equipment. Oh, look, is that a little baby cow? Oh, it's hiding. Once you have enough money from your ranch life, try ordering a dairy facility. Okay, well, you know, I should have read everything before I started talking. Your ranch life should be even more convenient. So yeah, it looks like exactly what I said in the other part of the video. You have to order the dairy facility or the food processing room, whatever. And it seems like it goes right where I said, where the other shed part was inside the barn. So that's cool. There's the cheese processor. Or cheesemaker, however you want to say it. I'm really, really excited. I'm interested to see this game play out. I'm really glad that they kind of kept stuff so similar to the first game, because obviously it's a remaster. I mean, they're gonna keep as much as they can the same, and some people are like bummed about that for some reason, but I don't think they understand what remaster means. I'm really glad that it's such a different Harvest Moon / Story of Seasons now game, and it was so unique from the rest of them in so many ways, and I'm glad that they're kind of sticking with the original formula, if you will, and that we're gonna see these things come back in the remaster, and I'm really, really, really stoked for this game. Well, folks, that's all I've got for you today. Be sure to check out my other videos if you'd like. Be on the lookout for more like this coming soon, and thank you so much for watching. A quick thank you to my new subscriber friends and for anyone sharing these videos, watching, and just interacting in general. It's really fun when people who also love these games join me in the excitement and nerd out with me. So thank you so much. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!